I'm not even going to do my intro for this. This is story time of Squad Tour, and we're at Norm, my messy hair. So I won't even call it Squad Tour, and I'll explain why. So I'm going to start at the beginning of the story. So back in during springtime, or right before springtime, I found out about Squad Tour and that it was happening a few hours away from me. And so I brought that up. It was happening near my birthday. And then, and when we got closer to Squad Tour happening, after waiting and waiting and waiting, when we got closer to Squad Tour happening, and then my mom gave me birthday money, and she gave it to me a little bit early, and some of it was allowance and some of it was birthday money, and she told me to get something from Squad Tour. She's like, just spend it and get some stuff from Squad Tour. And I was really excited, and then the night before, or it was planning to happen right around my birthday, and the night before my birthday, or the night before it was supposed to happen, so not my birthday, but we were really close to my birthday. I never watch video Instagram stories, and I noticed Piper posted a video on her Instagram story from her car, in her car, and I watched it and found out Squad Tour was postponed. It was postponed, and I was sad I was disappointed in the reason because it got postponed because Piper got sick and that's way more important and stuff. But I was happy it was postponed because it meant that I was able to enjoy the countdown and enjoy waiting way more. Piper's on my shirt right now. So anyways, I'm last year I just wanted it to happen so badly. But then this year I've been enjoying having something to look forward to and that whole thing. And so I was enjoying looking forward to it, and the squad consists of a few members. So there's a few squad members: Piper Raquel, Lev Cameron, Jensen Ramirez, Jenna Davis, Elion Wamsley, and Emily Dobson. And they're really big social media influencers that do social media. And some of them sing, some of them dance, some of them do both. Like, and some of them act. I think all of them act. I'm not 100% sure on that. But they're a really cool group. I went in last year and I had a VIP ticket last year, and my dad had a parent ticket last year. And this year I went again, same thing, a VIP ticket for me, parent ticket for my dad. But unfortunately, only 1 week after my 17th birthday, and my mom passed away, and yeah, and so when that happened, yeah, I wouldn't say it was easy, but so many famous people and so many professionals reached out. What I mean by that is I don't really know, but I know. The thing is, I reached out to a bunch of famous people and professional people, just because, and I told them what happened, and so many professionals reached out, especially my voice teachers, and that was really surprising and really incredible because I wasn't expecting any of it. I kind of had an idea that maybe my voice teachers would reach out and DM me and just say, "Oh, sorry, sorry that you had to go through that," or I was expecting. I kind of saw that they were gonna probably reach out, but it was I was thinking it was gonna be something small, and they both reached out. And it was incredible. It was not like a one sentence thing. It was like they actually put time and effort into reaching out. And also a lot of others, like dance teachers, even Abby DM'd me and told me that two of my dance friends and told her what happened and told her that it would be good if she reached out. Like Abby Lee Miller, I was not expecting that. So that all happened, and the thing is that I understood what Piper went through because of that. Not on the same level that she did, because Piper went through something very similar at the beginning of the year, and she took it way harder than I did. And yeah, she lost her grandfather, who was like her dad because she grew up without a dad. And well, a dad that wasn't in the picture, but so yeah. Anyways, long story in short, the next part is gonna sound really braggy, and I'm not trying to. It's just I just want to talk about what happened because I had so much fun yesterday, and it was so incredible, and yeah, it was really incredible going to Squad Tour, and I'm gonna say stuff that sounds super braggy, and just know I am very thankful for it, I am very grateful for it, and I, enjoyed every moment of it. Well, so, first up, gotta start at the beginning. First up, I had to wake up at 5 in the morning, so that was something. But the thing was, my dad set an alarm on to wake me up and stuff. And the thing is that I just woke up naturally. Because I was so excited, and that I just woke up. So I woke up then, and I gave my dog Sam some love. I just kind of played with him for a minute and told him he's a good boy and that sort of thing, and enjoyed him for a few minutes. And then I had to get ready. And so I changed all. I got ready. I changed. I did my hair. I got ready. I put my shoes on. A bunch of stuff. So then, let me explain. So then, after all of that, me and my dad finally were heading to Squad Tour, and we ended up getting there 2 hours early. So let me explain. We were supposed, well, we couldn't go in until after 10, and I think we couldn't go in until closer to 10:30, and we got there at 8:30. Actually, a little bit before 8:30, and we got there, and a lot of really cool things happened. So when we were on our way there, my dad asked me how much money did your mom give you, and then I told him. And then he's I thought she gave me this amount. Basically, he said a certain amount. Basically, I'm gonna, this sounds really braggy here, but I'm not trying to be braggy here. Originally, I spent a lot of money on merch. That's the way that I'm going to put it, because I don't want to say the exact amount because it sounds really, really braggy. And then I explained to him, because he said something that was more than what more than what I said, and then I explained to him, I'm yeah, some of it was allowance that I got something that month, and he's I'm just gonna give you the amount that I say. So that was really exciting. So we got there, and then my dad was like, okay, and we got there, we found parking, like, and he told me, he's like, okay, either we can wait in the car, or we can go and, like, wait outside, and I'm like, we're waiting outside, so I went with a sketch pad, and I was really excited. I had 2 squad pins on, because, like, the kind of pins that you pin on, like, clothes and stuff, I had 2 of them on that were squad. And then I had a birthday pin, because a while back I thought I heard in a video that if you have a birthday pin, you get to go on stage. They didn't do that. Might I add, this one, the reason I say I can't call this squad tour is I call it famous people tour, or is what I'm explaining. The reason is because only 2 of the squad members were there. There are 2 of the squad members and one person who might join the squad. And some of their friends were there. So actually it was not the squad. Well, it kind of was. It was not Aunt Piper or Emily, Jensen, Lem, Jenna, Eliana. It was not them. It was Piper, Emily, Anna, Kate, Gavin, Magnus, and Teresa, Magnus, Tiffany, Raquel, Dee Star, or Peggy, Jordan, and Cody, and some other girl named Allie, and another one, Karen Palmer. So basically, let me explain. And Frank Pugin, you can't forget him. So Frank Pugin is Piper, Raquel, Pug. And Brian, and Hunter Hill. And Hunter Hill is Piper and the squad's, like, camera person and editor. And Emily and Piper are squad members. They're, like, the only 2 squad members that were there. They're Tiffany and Piper's mom. Teresa is Gavin's mom. Gavin is Piper's ex-boyfriend and might be joining the squad. And then Dee Star is, I think, Piper's aunt. And Peggy is Piper's manager. So, like, and Brian is Gavin's videographer and editor. So, like, that explains it. And Jordan and Anna Kate are friends. Everyone else there that was famous, as I told you, and were friends of the squad, like, really good friends of the squad. And even though the whole squad was not there, and only 2 official squad members and some people that and one person that might join the squad, and stuff, like, and people related in that category, like, I was still really excited. Like, I was really, really excited still. And then, because I ended up being first in line, which kind of made sense because me and my dad were, like, 2 hours early, and then a lot of really cool things happened. So, I'm going to explain this now. So, with the parents' ticket, all that means is that my dad is allowed to go with me. It means that he gets to go with me and watch the show. He does not get to do the meet and greet. He gets to come in and take photos of me for the meet and greet, but he doesn't actually get to do the meet and greet. Like, he doesn't actually get to talk to them unless they come over and talk to him. So, like, that whole thing. And we were waiting, and like, we could kind of see inside the, like, place, and I was, like, just kind of looking in there and, like, watching, and I saw Piper's manager in there, and, like, I saw that they were setting up the merch booth, and then, next thing you know, like, one other person got in line with us, and then next thing you know, I looked straight ahead, and a car, like, pulled into a parking lot and on, like, the side of the building. And next thing you know, Piper, Anna Kate, and Jordan, and Allie, and come walking up. And they went inside, and I was just really excited about that. And then pretty soon, Gavin and his editor and his mom, got out of the car, and, I was, getting excited because I was getting to watch, famous people go inside the building. And then next thing you know, Hunter Hill, Piper's editor, pulled up and went inside. I might make this a 2-part video, so this will be part 1. And so, he went inside, and it was really cool because then next thing you know, my dad held the door open because, Tiffany, Piper's mom, Dee Dee, and Frank, and showed up, and they went inside. And my dad held the door open for them because my dad was being nice. He was just being nice, and yeah, he was just being nice, and that's all. So that was really exciting. And then Emily showed up in the car with, and Emily, I'm trying to think, yeah. Emily and Karen Palmer and one other person. And Cody, that's who it was. Came and showed up. So we got to watch all the famous people go in. And my dad held the door open for a couple of them. And something really cool happened. So then, next thing you know, after waiting a little while, and just I wasn't bored, by the way, I was just looking inside and stuff and watching them set up, and after waiting a while, this woman came out and who here has a baby eye ticket? And then she started handing out lanyards for the baby eye ticket. And she went back in, and then she came out and handed out the lanyards for VIP ticket. I'll make a separate video one day showing you my lanyard and stuff like that. But it was a thing that said VIP on it. I might sneeze here. But anyways, the next thing you know, they brought Frank out. And then they were out for a little bit with him, and they started doing pictures with him and Cody. Yeah, and it was really cool. And I got a couple pictures with Frank Pugin, and I got to pet him, which was really cool. Frank Pugin is Piper Raquel's pug. And that was really cool. I got to pet him 6 times at Squad Tour, because there was that time, which was the first time, and there was a second time that I'll get to in a few minutes in the story, and so that was really cool. And then I found out we did not need to wear masks, so that was cool because not that many people seem to be wearing them, and my dad was I don't think we have to wear them, and then I thought we did, so I asked the woman who was handing out the lanyard, and she's no, you can wear them if you want to, but you don't have to. And then, next thing you know, Karen Palmer came out and passed out birthday pins and photos with signed photos, so that was really cool. And then the next part comes, which is, so finally after waiting and a lot of really cool stuff happening, and then that was all before we even went inside. Then this one person, like, explained, and he came out and he explained that the baby eyes were gonna go in first. There were 7 of them. So they were gonna go ahead, go in, and then VIPs would be next. And that there were gonna be 2 groups of 14 for the VIPs. And I was in group 1 because I, again, was in the front of the line. And it wasn't like, oh, like, chosen randomly. It was the first 14 to get to the door or get to, like, be in group 1. The second group of 14 VIPs would be the second group. And then, and so then all of a sudden, and the next thing you know, they took the baby eye in, and they told the VIPs to get in this other line. So we got into this other line, and then something really cool happened where Piper's manager Peggy, looked outside, like the door was open, and she looked directly at me and said, "This is the best fan ever," or for getting up so early. And she said, like, she looked at me and said, "And this is the best fan ever for getting up at 7." And I think she guessed that I woke up at 7. And I told her, I'm like, no, I got up at 5. And she was just surprised. And that meant a lot to me for her to say that, because I think she said that because, first up, I woke up at 5 in the morning and I got ready really quickly. And I showed up with my dad 2 hours early, like at least 2 hours early. I waited in the freezing cold in line 2 hours early. Like for 2 hours straight, I waited in the cold. So not 2 hours early, but I was 2 hours early. But like I waited in like cold weather, like it wasn't like snowing or like anything like that cold, but it was cold. Like the wind was blowing, and my dad was being really nice and like kept like holding the door open for like famous people, and that was really cool. Oh, and they were letting him because he wasn't doing anything wrong, and stuff, because they were carrying a bunch of like suitcases and backpacks and stuff, so he was holding the door open for them. And anytime like the littlest thing would happen, I would just get so excited over it. So I think she said that. No, I think she said that, and because she meant it, and that meant a lot to me because I dreamed of that, and I know my mom wanted that for me so badly, like, and it happened. It happened, and that's really cool. To know that Piper's manager said that, and then something else really cool happened. So then, and next thing you know, out of the first 14 VIPs went in. They like told us to come in, and then the guy explained that we were gonna hang out in this one area for a few minutes. We could buy merch or whatever. It was like the merch area. We were gonna hang out for a few minutes in that area, and that he would take us upstairs for the meet and greet. So we hung out, and instantly I started in buying merch, and I got this shirt. So like right away I got this shirt. I'm like, okay. And I like explained that I had like a good amount of money to spend and stuff. So like I got this shirt. Or then I got a Frank Hogan and stuffed animal. And then I got a few other things. I got that, then I got a bag, because the bags were like, one of the cheaper items, and that way I wouldn't have to carry everything, and then I got a holiday, like, Christmas card, or that was signed, because that was really special that I got that, because first it's signed, and that's really cool. But the really cool thing is that all the money from the Christmas card were going to Piper's animal, like, foundation, where she, like, rescues animals and stuff, and finds them homes and stuff. So, yeah, like, animals that can be, like, pets and stuff, she, like, rescues them, and she finds homes for them, and takes care of them, like, it's a really cool thing. And so, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I got merch. And then, and went upstairs. So, also Peggy was running the merch booth, so that was really cool. Really cool. I got to, like, talk to her and stuff. And so that was really cool, because originally, only I didn't get one thing. There was, like, I think it was the Christmas card that I didn't get, and she explained that, like, then she said the price on, like, how much it was going to cost, and I realized I still had a little bit of money left for merch, so then I got the Christmas card, because the Christmas card was something cheaper, but was also really cool. And then, and I'm gonna explain the meet and greet story, well, some of it, and then I will make a part 2. So, then this guy, I, like, tell us, he, like, I got my backpack. Also, I got a free autograph poster of Piper, because it came with my ticket. So, yeah. Then, and this guy, like, took us upstairs. Like, he took us upstairs and said, and he wanted a single file line. We went upstairs for the meet and greet, and he said that they would be up in a few minutes, because they were finishing up, like, a thing for the baby eyes. Now, I'm gonna end this video here and make a part 2.